I think I'm on. Let me check the volume. All righty. Hi, everybody. This is Sharifa coming to you from the Nubian Review. Today, I just want to share information with you guys on my new book club called Black Book Matters. And I wanted to start off actually the conversation with the book that I'm choosing, which is The Matter of Black Lives. This is the book that I've chose for the book club to start with. Now, it is a compilation of short stories, essays, poems by African American, Black American, and African authors. This is edited by Jelani Cobb and David Remnick. Both of them are well-known authors and editors of several other books and articles, and I think Remnick, he has I want to say a short biography, not biography. He has a biography on Barack Obama. So let's get into the conversation. So I'm actually starting up the book club, Black Books Matter, and the goals of the book club is to explore books that addresses some issues in Black and Black lives here in United States and globally. And what came upon this book when I was reading it, it sparked me to have this book as the anchor of all other readings that um, we will eventually get into. So this book starts off, and this is something that you can actually do online if you're interested in seeing if you would like to purchase the book. This is my own personal copy, but they do have this at the local libraries. They may have it at the library where you live, so you can always check it out. In the introduction, the foreword is by Jelani Cobb. And Jelani Cobb, he writes about James Baldwin. And actually, James Baldwin is the first letters from James Baldwin. Part 1, Reflections. It opens up with writings from James Baldwin, and we get into the matter of race. And this is why this is important to read. And this will actually explain the reason why it's important to read issues and topics on Black lives, and in understanding other cultures as well. But this one in particular, James Baldwin, he was commissioned to do articles for several newspapers and magazines, and he wrote this particular piece for the New Yorker. I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. For the Yorker, letter from a region in my mind. And in this letter, it talks about issues of racism. Now, which was shocking, right? This is in 1962. This was around the civil rights movement in that era. And so for the country to not want to really have the issue of race um, addressed, it's kind of like, okay, we know racism exists, but that's not a table topic or a topic that needs to be talked about or addressed out loud. And so James Baldwin, he did something that a lot of people would dare to do. He wrote about it in a commission piece that he had with the New Yorker. And so this letter from a region of my mind, once again, it tackled the issue of race. So let me find the part that I found most interesting. Um, So James Baldwin, it says in the essay, for many readers, a jolt, a concussive experience. It was no comfort to what James Baldwin called the incredible imbecile and really cowardly obtuseness of white liberals. And I find that, a lot of times to be true. You have these people who feel like they're okay, with someone of another culture or another background, but it's these conversations that never take place, to understand what another group is going through. So James Baldwin, he just put it at the forefront as an indictment of the American bigotry and hypocrisy, tackling themes of violence, sex, and religion. The piece continues to resonate more than a half a century later. And so James Baldwin, he was a prolific writer. Um, a lot of his work did explore, most of his work did explore the issues of basically what they were talking about. And so I felt like this book was such a befitting choice to start off the Black Books Matter reading club, that I will be hosting online monthly. So this is how the reading club is set up. So this is the anchor. This is the main book that the group will be pulling selections from. Okay. However, there are supplemental reads. There are a couple of reads that I have on my TBR, which is stand for books to books to be read, TBR, for the month. And so in my TBR, I will also be selecting books that are compatible with the Black Books Matter Reading Club. So for this month, I chosen a couple of books, and I think I'm in the midst of reading them, so I don't have it with me. But one of the titles of the book, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think it's right here because I carry it with me because I'm reading it right now. I'm sorry, I should have had this ready. But one of the books is Blood in the Water by Heather Ann Thompson. And this one right here talks about the uprising of the Attica prison. I think this was like in the 1970s, as of the 1971 legacy. So I'm actually in the middle of reading this. And so this is my companion book to this book. So for June, I will be reading in the matter of Black lives. I'm actually almost done. It is a quick read. So we have, what is it? We have part 1, reflections. And all of this will be outlined. I will have actually a link for the book, and I will actually have an actual outline on my Nubian Review community page. That's one place I will have it. The second place I will have a link to the readings is on the review for the Black, on the link for the book. So if you see the book, you'll see the title, and you will see a link that will send you to an actual PDF that you can pull up. So it's free. You're welcome to just print it out and have that as your guideline as to what the group will be reading throughout the month, or what I'll be reading throughout the month and sharing with the group. Okay. I encourage you to join. It will be good conversations. And, it's always good when you can have other people's opinions on what they think about things that are going on socially. So For June, it will be part one, reflections. So in part one, there are one, two, three, four, five, six, um, essays and poems. So for the month of July, it will be Letters from a Region in My Mind by James Baldwin. It is on race, religion, and the future of America. So this right here is what was published in the New Yorker in the 1960s. And so it has been republished for this book. Um, and it's about 60 good pages. So it's a short read. I've already started reading it. I haven't finished it because I've been marking, underlining, putting my, I don't know if you can see it, but I've been underlining and writing notes in it. So when I finally have a chance to review it and share it via my Nubian Review channel, I would, just have more information and insight. So it is about 60 pages, like I said, and I will definitely be reviewing this part in July, in a June or early July. Now, the second part will be for July. In July, we will have two distinct readings, and all of this will be in the outline for our readings. It will be the color fetish, and this is by Toni Morrison, who is now also with the ancestors, on skin color in literature. And so this right here is roughly about 8 to 9 pages. So because this is a short read, I've added Black Like Them by Malcolm Gladwell. Why the West Indian immigrants perceived to be different from other African Americans. And so those will be the two main reads for the Black Books Matter Reading Club. Now, so that will go into July. And so just check out the outline. And so you'll see the books that are outlined for the club for discussion. And then you will also see the two supplemental books that I will be adding on to my TBR to go along as a companion read with this right here. Now, the goals of the club is to, to bring those conversations about. And so to have honest conversations about race here in the United States and globally, and how that affects everyone. So I would love for you to join. Like I said, it doesn't cost anything but your time. And the books that, that I'm reading, it's not required reading, but I would like, if you, take the opportunity to either go check this out at your library. They also have it, I think, if you have any subscriptions. They have them free on a few subscriptions. Audible, what else? And I want to say Script. I think I saw it on Script as well. But if not, you definitely can find it at your local library. The book also is at Barnes and Nobles. So there are other places and outlets that you can purchase the book. And I think it's also in paperback now too. I was fortunate enough to get that one for a few bucks. It was on sale online. So I went ahead and got it for myself because I've been wanting it since it was published. So yeah, so this is opportunity for us to create that dialogue, so we can have those conversations and explore new topics centering Black culture and Black lives. So once again, I want to thank you for joining me today. And this is the one of many discussions from the Black Books Matter Reading Club. I'm gonna get that together. I don't have it together right now, but it's going to fall. By the end of the summer, I'll be singing the praises, the title and everything. But I would like if you would reach out to me. If you can do me a favor, press subscribe, share with a friend, get those algorithms up, and share share the information, have people in on the conversation, how we can tackle these conversations of race, and get to a place to where we're comfortable with true knowledge and not knowledge that everybody else is feeding us. So I encourage you to come back. I will be back again in I think a couple of weeks. This is now the first week of June. So I will be back in a couple of weeks to let you know how my reading is going and give you an update on other books. The other books that I'm reading, my supplemental reads, and let you know how they're going. And yeah, so we'll go from there. So once again, thank you for joining me for the Nubian Review. I hope you join the Black Book Matter Book Club, which is separate from my Nubian Review channel. And so, yeah, enjoy. I mean, let's get into the conversation and let's talk about it. So until then, have a good day wherever you're at in the world. And I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.